Deputy Speaker. We don't think about our pensions enough, never mind talk about them enough. We've had a lot of people who didn't have them, we should acknowledge, which is why auto-enrolment has been such an important policy. Nearly 11 million people since this government introduced auto-enrolment have been saving into a pension. Still some people don't have them, so that's been a very welcome development. But even where people do have them, they can find them difficult to understand, and they see an amount disappearing on their payslip. They don't really have a sense of what that's going to mean for them in retirement. The total sum that they've saved may look like a large sum until it's understood in terms of, you know, being divided across the life expectancy they're going to have after they've retired, which might make it seem a much smaller sum, because we know that contributions are not generally at the levels that they should be. And so we are very fortunate to have a minister who's very passionate about pensions and making sure that people have good pensions that are clearly understood. But it's also why these dashboards will be so important, because it is a complex area that people don't understand, and having one place where you can clearly see how much money you have saved, where you can help to plan for your retirement. And to my honourable friend's point, people do often collect several pensions through their working life from different places, which are not easily transferable. They can entirely lose the information about them. They have no sense of how much is in each of them and how to bring them together and what that might mean. So I think this is very welcome, because it's in the complexity of pensions that we've often seen scandals, and we all know of very high-profile national scandals involving pensions. We know of some local cases. I have my own local case that I've been working on, where people have felt their money would be well guarded, but they've found that actually the promises that were made to them, you know, decades later, they've found those promises abandoned, and felt when they've tried to seek redress that they've been blown off by authorities, and it's too late, too bad, you've lost that money. And so while I would like to think that none of the people managing pensions would take money out of the assets in order to pay for these fines, I'm afraid, based on all the things we've seen in the pension industry over these years, I don't have that confidence. I totally accept it will be a small minority. But I think it's a very important safeguard to have in place. And I can only congratulate my honourable friend, the member for Cheadle, for bringing in this safeguard.